All right. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. This is the brothers of GMS New Orleans coming at you with another live camp. But before we get started, as always, we're going to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Barakadosh. Double honors to the apostles and elders and great millstone and teach well. And peace and salutations to you, sincere Akim out there, pushing this word, truth, and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May you brothers endure to the end. And to the, few sincere Aqua diligently learning in silence. Shalom. Shalom. And hey, we're only in the third day of 2026, the year of apostates, agents, and sellouts. And, a major thing just took place. You just had in the late night, U.S. military strikes on Venezuela. They apparently captured up Maduro and his wife, and he's over here in the States right now. And, hey, this is just another step towards World War III. But as we know, according to scriptures, precept upon precept, line upon line, that there's still things that need to take place before we're truly out of here. But hey, this is a major thing that took place. And, you've got a bunch of other different, incidences brewing up here and there. So that's what we're going to get into.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 6. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet."
And that's the main point. You shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. We've got the war with Ukraine, rumors of wars with, China and Taiwan, Venezuela and the U.S., which remains to be seen what's going to escalate from here. Things brewing up over in Western Asia with, Israel, the U.S., and Iran. But what did it say? These things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. We still got a few more things, to come down the pipeline before World War III, the true World War III, the War of Armageddon, the battle in the Valley of Jehoshaphat takes place. And hey, until then, hey, we're going to keep prophesying about these things and being the spiritual watchmen over these things. But, the main part of World War III is going to be over in Western Asia, between the U.S., Israel, and NATO, and Iran, and her allies, such as Russia, China, you name it. So we're just going to go into some precepts dealing with that. Because, with this recent, situation with Venezuela, the brother posted in the chat that, Russia said that, it would behoove America to return Maduro. So that's, a veiled threat. And we know that Russia out here is going to be the main nation leading these other nations to come against the United States of America, Babylon the Great. Khan.
Keep going.
Oh, no, you dropped that one.
I got you.
Khan, got the Jeremiah.
And this is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 27. "Set ye up a standard in the land, blow the trumpet among the nations, prepare the nations against her, call together against her the kingdoms of Ararat, Mini, and Ashkenaz, appoint a captain against her, cause the horses to come up as the rough caterpillars.
And we know Ararat, goes into Turkey. Keep going.
Prepare against her the nations with the kings of the Medes, the captains thereof, and all the rulers thereof, and all the land of his dominion."
And the kings of the Medes is speaking of the Russians. And this her that it keeps talking about that these nations are being prepared against is Babylon the Great, the United States of America, which is going to get dragged into World War III in Western Asia, the Middle East. But also, you're going to start seeing, sleeper cell attacks in this country. The brother Abawan Gabar did a response to this whole Venezuelan thing that happened earlier today. And he put to a chat GPT saying, what would be the repercussions of, the U.S. striking Venezuela? And it said, hey, there would be major repercussions. While Russia and China wouldn't directly strike against the U.S., he was talking about, things like cyber attacks. Again, there are going to be sleeper cell attacks in this country. Another person was speculating that whether it be the cartel or other forces in retaliation of this, people getting that call to do things here. So really, it's going to become a much more intense atmosphere out here on the streets of America and globally.
Yeah, I want to say this too because I think me and another brother was running about this shit a couple months back. All of a sudden, like over 300 police uniforms been missing. all of a sudden, I think a few went missing down here from off the airline. Somebody broke in the thing. Then yesterday, all of a sudden, a bunch of police uniforms, NYPD uniforms came up. It's on the sidewalk. A whole bunch of them piled up. So that shows you something nasty's gonna happen in this place, man. Where there be sleeper cells disguised as police. It's some nasty shit can go down.
Yeah, what's crazy that you mentioned that is, reminds me of that movie, The Dark Knight.
Yeah, then that's what another thing that came up. I think it was the Joker who dressed up like a police.
Joker.
Yeah.
And they went to assassinate the mayor in Gotham City, which was supposed to be New York. And the mayor in that movie looked like an Elamite. And who's the mayor of New York right now? Elamite, Mamram Zamdani. But yeah, the Joker and some of his crew, they were dressed like police at a ceremony. They were doing the 21 gun salute, and then they just turned and aimed at the mayor and, fired those rounds.
Same thing when I think we remember when we seen the Riddler, the real Riddler.
Mm-hmm.
Right? When we seen the Riddler, then at the end, everybody looked alike. They couldn't tell who was who at the end of the movie. Remember, and they flooded the place and shit.
Yeah, they literally blew the levees.
Yeah.
And had a bunch of, people that were radicalized online for the Riddler's ideology, and they went on a damn shooting spree.
Yeah, they said that specifically.
That's what they're doing now. They just jammed another Jake up. He looked just like a Jake.
Beard
and everything. He said he was getting ready to do something, man. So they're making them look like regular Jakes now. They went from looking like more like Arabs. Now they're looking like common everyday Jake from Uptown,
Yeah, I mean, that dude down here on Bourbon Street last January, he was a Negroid, but you couldn't tell whether he was a Hamite, an Ishmaelite, or a Jake. But at the back of what the elder brother was saying, vaguely looking like, a so-called black man with a beard. That's another thing that's coming down the pipeline, the persecution. And again, what's this year been themed? The apostates, the sellouts, and the agents. You may very well start seeing what? Sleeper cells, pretending to be Israelites get activated and doing, strikes out here to further demonize the truth.
Well, they already got the niggas who done sold out, walking around radicalized with vests and guns and shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
So they already gave them the ammunition they need,
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter.
Con. But hey, going back to this Jeremiah 51, it's talking about these nations, what? Coming against Babylon. Keep reading that.
Verse 29. It says, "And the land shall tremble and sorrow, for every purpose of Yahweh shall be performed against Babylon, to make the land of Babylon a desolation without an inhabitant."
So what, these nations ultimately shoot missiles on this place, making it desolate. But as we started off in that Matthew 24, verse 6, hey, all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Leading up to those nuclear missiles, there's going to be attacks, pestilences, civil unrest.
They all rich people. Keep going, man.
Civil unrest, all different types of incidents taking place on the home front. You got it.
This Isaiah chapter 13, verse 3 and 4. It says, I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people. A tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. Yahweh of hosts mustered the hosts of the battle.
All these different nations. And, when you read in verse 1, it says the burden of Babylon,
Yep.
which Isaiah, the son of Amos, did see.
Prophesy.
So Babylon the Great, going back to that Jeremiah 51, these many different nations, from Russia to China, Iran, even at some point America's own allies turning against her and coming against her during World War III.
It says they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even Yahweh and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land.
And what are those weapons, coming from the ends of the earth of his indignation to destroy the whole land? Those 200 million nuclear tipped ICBMs. Because contrary to popular belief, there will be nuclear weapons used during World War III. And the place that's going to be completely wiped off the face of the earth is going to be United States of America.
Yeah,
Jeremiah 51. You can jump up to verse 1
for real.
and read down to about verse 9. You had some more in there you want to go into?
Last verse.
Kind.
Verse 6. How ye, for the day of Yahweh is at hand, it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
Mm.
And we can see that all these different signs are showing that these things are brewing. Jake, the family,
Yeah, he on that Israelite roster shit.
I saw that little patch on it.
Uh-huh.
He bugged the fuck out.
When Jake heard about the nukes, he had to get the fuck.
Get out of there.
Shalom. You heard him on the bike? Shalom.
Man, I tuned that shit out.
Bugged out, man.
And they're gonna have a missile called Shalom. The peace
The
missile.
peace missile.
The peacemaker. Peacemaker.
Oh shit.
It's gonna have the star rim frame on it and everything.
Brother, Lord, funny. The Lord might have one of them bitches in his arsenal, brother.
The Shalom 777.
Shalom 666.
Hey, the Lord might have that one of them missiles named that, brother.
Bugged the fuck out.
Yeah, but hey, what does it say? You know, we don't have to get it, but that First Thessalonians 5, when they shall say peace and safety, sudden destruction. Jake just wants to live in that spirit of peace and safety. Oh, they just got Maduro, so there's going to be peace in Venezuela. But then when we go into what's about to happen next, Jake got to go. Jake got to go and enjoy their Saturday.
Like I said, I honestly believe, I could be wrong. After all that happened last year until where we at now, just like pilgrims for here, I think the Lord done sealed the deal on you niggas. Louisiana.
Hey,
Let alone New Orleans, man. I think you cook. Y'all play too goddamn much, man. They already right now. As soon as the day New Year's drop, they already ready for Mardi Gras, man.
Yeah.
Already. All the shit going on in the world. All right. Open season on nations now. And here it is. You getting ready for some more follow. You know what I'm saying?
some plastic beads,
Bullshit.
being a drunk asshole.
And the Lord just shut one of the major king cake companies down. Hey, Dale Bakery.
They shut them down.
They shut them down.
Praise the Lord.
Huh?
I used to work for them.
Brother, yeah, they were
They
like
like
a
a state.
in the article. Yeah, the Lord said that hey, Dale, they're not gonna be able to provide the king cake, which goes hand in hand. But it's the Lord shutting them birth down. Basically, man.
Yeah, I know about that several times. All these mom and pop stores that been open since, then almost since New Orleans was established, they shutting down.
Yep.
They've been open for a long time.
Yeah, you got that Rubenstein's down there on Canal where all the D-boys used to go there, buy their clothes. I see they barely holding on by a thread because nobody goes there no more.
Ain't got the money to go there.
Yeah.
And hey, with my job, we deal with products from Europe, so the tariffs are affecting that. And when I deliver the products to certain stops, I've been seeing more people check the prices lately. Like, oh, did the price really go up like this? So hey, people's pockets are hurting out here, and that's another thing leading up to this nuclear destruction is economic woes. But we'll get that Jeremiah 51, and then whatever the brother said.
Those tariffs gonna lead to all out chaos, man. Yeah, it's going like you said, that's just a prelude to just to what's gotta come, bro.
Trade wars lead to real.
Come, bro. That's what it is, yeah.
Hey, because what they also call diplomacy, just another means of warfare.
Yep.
And if we can't come to a conclusion with talking, hey, that's when the
bullshit.
things come. Gotta fight.
This whole past month been bullshit. It been peace talks. Nigga talking about getting the Nobel Peace Prize, yet you just kidnapped the man.
Yeah.
Wage war overnight and kidnapped the man.
Yeah.
Zelensky, peace, and then you go try to kill a man at his house. It's all bullshit.
A couple of months ago, Trump declared we've averted World War III with Hamas and Israel. But now now Trump's saying, look, hey, we're gonna hammer Iran hard if they kill any of those protesters.
Right.
Which a lot of those protests are being fomented by what?
Right.
The CIA, the Mossad, just so they can be justified in going against Iran.
And you go your ass up in Iran, it's on. I promise you. We've been prophesying that for years. And I remember all the brothers had wound up printing this paper out years ago, but it was the brothers in Chicago had this paper. Even back then, 08, 09, they already been documented that at the time that Iran had over a million citizens is ready to take up arms to fight for the country, on top of the military having millions of troops, man.
15.
So that was '08, '09. Imagine that.
Mm-hmm.
And another report they had around that time, '05 to '07, the U.S. military was running simulations on scenarios of if they had to invade Iran. And I can't remember the exact numbers, but let's say out of 200 simulations, America lost like 170 of those simulations. And that was back in '05, '06, '07.
Yeah, the military dudes came out, I think, yesterday. He said, man, if we go our ass in Iran, we get our ass kicked, man.
That's sort of
You get your ass mollywop, man.
Because I think it was like a Navy SEAL guy.
Yeah.
Apostle Tahar had put up that clip where the Navy SEAL guy was saying, look, Iran is bigger than South Vietnam. It's bigger than Iraq. The terrain is just not conducive for a war. And look, back in Vietnam, the U.S. Navy was able to stay off the coast of South Vietnam with aircraft carriers and do airstrikes constantly. That's not the same ball game against Iran. They've got countermeasures for it. And plus, what? They've got God being a guard unto them. Time. Get that. And then I know you were holding one. Get that Ezekiel 38. We'll start with that second 15. Now let's get that 15 since the spirits are getting on Iran right now.
second entrance 15.
You can start at 28.
This is second entrance 15 and 28. Behold, a horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east.
You know, the so-called Middle East.
Ain't go around. Damn, what's that fucking bottom, man?
You override that bitch, man. Think they about to run it to on us, bro.
He was flicking his hand for the
Yeah, that's why I was. You got to fucking over, right?
Using that bike.
What's up with the bikes?
It's just a bike demon today.
Demon on the bikes. Go ahead, all right. God damn.
But as I said, behold,
The second entrance 15 and 28. Behold, a horrible
This
vision.
hit the car.
I ain't gonna get something.
Look.
Oh,
His-
God.
it's just demons out here today.
Look,
Oh,
not drive.
Demon. Look at this shit, man.
Look, it's struggling, man.
Oh, that ain't really that much work for you. That's probably with the camera on, bro.
Jake ain't done it. Jake got to eyeball that shit.
That's a demon. Even when he open the door, he gonna hit the man caught, though. Either side.
You can't even get
You're gonna
out.
open the door.
Even if you park, you
Yeah.
can't get out the car like this.
You gotta hit the door to get out. Oh,
Fuck around.
we can't go nowhere.
Hey.
I be telling you on the phone.
I told you, number
We
10.
can't go nowhere.
Told you, all in the state with the bullshit.
I don't go nowhere, bro.
Hey, backing up what the elder brother just said. Hey, it's looking like for Jake down here, it's just been sealed.
Yes.
And the only thing left to get sealed on is judgment.
Yeah.
Because, I mean,
Look at the nigga. Look at in that bitch sideways.
you got to park cat a corner.
Oh, man, bro.
The other day, everybody walking around here.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
Wait, this shit is there's something going on.
It's second entrance 15 and 28. Behold, a horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east.
You know, from the East, the so-called Middle East, which is really Western Asia. Because as we were starting off with, you got this, of course, it's a Northern Kingdom.
Yeah, you don't get that. No.
Go
Yeah, bro.
look at dirty water. My bad.
Why you
I'm gonna
saying?
leave it alone.
As we opened up with,
in a freak.
you know, you've got this situation that took place with Venezuela and people speculating on World War III. But many things have to happen before the main part of World War III we're waiting for takes place. This horrible vision in the East, the battle in the Valley of Jehoshaphat.
It says, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon the earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble.
And the dragons of Arabia, speaking of those different Ishmaelite or so-called Arab nations, which I believe back in September, Egypt was calling for a bunch of other, Arab nations to come together and create an Arab-style NATO. And the reason it included, they were talking with Turkey, Jordan, some other nations. And the reason behind that is they said, look, we have to have some kind of collective defense in case Israel attacks us. which we know, as it says in Jeremiah 49, verse 20, the least of the flock shall draw them out. And besides those Ishmaelite nations, another nation Egypt wanted to call to the table for this Arab-style NATO was Iran.
It says, also the Carmanians, raging in wrath.
And those Carmanians are talking about the Iranians. So the dragons of Arabia and the Carmanians.
No.
Good. It's kind of keeps me kind.
So, it says, also the Carmanians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians.
The dragons of Arabia and the Carmanians are going to join with each other to come and what? Waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. So on the one hand, that can go into what? The actual land of Israel. Because, you know, with the Neo-Assyrians, when they took the northern kingdom out of the land, they occupied parts of Israel. And we just saw back in June with what? The 12-day wars, they called it. Iran was showing, look, we can touch you gutter rats if we want to. So clearly, they, with the help of Russia, they're within range to do any retaliatory strikes against Israel, which they're going to attack that land. And the portion of the land of the Assyrians can also come into what? Good old the United States of America, which is spiritual Assyria in the scriptures as well. Going back to what we were talking about earlier with what? Sleeper cells in this country. So, hey, things are definitely brewing globally. And it's only going to get more exciting from here on out. You can stop there. But whoever wants to get that
next verse.
You got Ezekiel. I got something
Real
else.
quick, the next verse it says, and then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature. He's a wild man. The scriptures.
Nigga gonna come right back around. This how much a demon nigga is. Yeah, he's gonna come right back around with the bullshit.
No, you don't have to bread. You know, the legal fucking turn just to come back. Man,
read down to 33 actually.
It says, and then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature, and if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them,
Persecute those gutter rats.
then these shall be troubled and keep silence through their power, and shall flee. And from the land of the Assyrians shall the enemy besiege them and consume some of them, and in their hosts shall be fear and dread and strife among their kings.
From the land of the Assyrians shall they besiege them. What? Coming against those gutter rats. You know, I don't know if you or the brother Zaria posted it in there, but it was an RT article saying that Israel was planning on preparing for a 3-front war against Iran, Lebanon, and I believe Hamas. You already got your back against the wall, and what? We're already starting to plan some more wars. So everything is just brewing to fulfill prophecy out here. But again, all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. We still got to wait for that micro C hit, the mark of the beast, to be mandatorily implemented, which that is right around the corner as well. With the what the brothers were going into last week on Washington.org, the government website, they said that the U.S. wants to lead the race in 6G, and some of the things they want to be included in that is automation, AI, and implantable devices.
Skynet gonna help usher that in too, which they use that in Terminator. But you look at the Skynet that China got over there, man, that's next level, man. All right, it's bringing in that digital ID, man, helping forward that. So it's coming.
It's coming quickly.
It's coming, bro.
But
wow. You.
That's not that I said so. Well, hold that for that Ezekiel 30. That'll go into Joel 3. We're gonna get down to that Joel 3. Don't worry about that.
I got that. I'm holding Joel 3.
You got the Joel 3. That Ezekiel.
You holding Ezekiel? I got the same.
Got the Isaiah 34.
Bro, I got that. I'm holding the Joel 3. You got Ezekiel, brother.
You got
going to Ezekiel
38.
This the book
Start at the top.
It's the book
Ezekiel 38. You can start at 2.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 38, verse 2. Son of man, set thy face against God, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him, and say, Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I am against you, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal.
Listen to that Grand Theft Auto radio.
I will turn thee
Hold on.
back, kind of.
But it's talking about what? Gog, the land of Magog, which is one of the names for Russia in the scriptures. As we went into with Jeremiah 51, the kings of the Medes. So Russia plays a very major part in biblical prophecy, especially in this war of Armageddon.
Verse 4, it says, I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them cloaked with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords.
That turning back is the Lord put these Russian Edomites back into that old confrontational Soviet Union spirit, which I remember earlier this year, a lot of shit happened this year. They did a poll in Russia where they were showing a lot of average Russian citizens were nostalgic for the Soviet Union. And there was another poll saying which when you look at the history of this guy, Joseph Stalin, he was a complete tyrant. But you even got Russians saying, he wasn't that bad. He helped move us in the right direction. So that's that prophecy taking place right in your face. The Lord putting those Russians back in that Soviet spirit. And what was the whole premise of the Cold War? The looming threat of nuclear annihilation, mad, mutually assured destruction. But that wasn't the time for that to take place. But now we're in the times for those nukes to start flying.
Verse 5.
And also, the horsemen and the bucklers and the shields and the armor is Russian, their military might being gathered down into that region for this war.
Verse 5. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet.
Kind of read down to verse 7.
Omer and all his bands, the house of Togarma, of the north quarters, and all of his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them.
Now it's going into some of the major nations that, Russia's going to be dealing with. It mentioned Persia, which we know is the ancient name for Iran. What does it say?
Lumber shop. You seen that?
Yeah, she
And with the hand.
Ethiopia and Libya with them, which, when you go into these nations, Russia's either got military or economic, ties with them, especially through the BRICS. And then it mentioned Gomer, which is speaking of Turkey. And it said, be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. Like we mentioned earlier, Russia put out a tweet or a message saying, the U.S., it would be best for the U.S. to release Maduro, a veiled threat. So regardless of whatever they do with the situation with Venezuela, best believe that when it really starts going off with Iran, they're going to be that guard unto them.
The messed up part about it, if any other nation does what they do to another nation or to America, it's act of war. You can go just take somebody's active leader, and everything's supposed to be all good, man. You show you that you want to be the police or you want to be the bully of the whole earth, man.
It's the hammer of the earth.
And people ain't going for that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like I say, you're gonna come into a time where the bully is finna get bullied, man.
Let's go back up what the elder brother was saying, because that's what we're coming into. A lot of these nations, especially after World War II, were afraid of the U.S. Why? Because the U.S. dropped those atomic bombs on Nagasaki and Hiroshima. Revelation 13, I believe, verse 13. And he caused fire to come down from earth in the face of the nations. So everybody was cowering then. But what? The Lord has allowed these nations to become at a parity with the U.S. military. To where, look, we may not have aircraft carriers, but what? We've got hypersonic missiles and drones that can take down aircraft carriers. So these nations are no longer in that spirit of fear in America like that. They can see that this place is getting weak economically, militarily, and morally, being ripe for the taking. You can start at the top.
The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, starting at the top. The vision of Obadiah Thus saith Yahweh concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from Yahweh, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise against her in battle.
which they're doing economically right now, but it's ultimately going to be militarily. And the whole book of Obadiah is dedicated to the downfall and the judgment of you Edomites.
The title of it in mind is called the humiliation of Edom.
Humiliation of Edom. And that's going to continue going down. That pride is going to be brought down because God, the destruction of Edom, Khan, because, you know, a brother had posted a video on this recent situation with Maduro. And, you know, I went to the comments and you had a bunch of proud Edomite Americans in there being like, oh, President 47 getting things done, America's back, all this stuff. But what? Venezuela's a third world country. Man, been third world country with no real military like that. You can do all this shit against a country that can't defend themselves, but why aren't you going against the big boys?
Yeah.
Russia or China directly.
They go kidnap you. You're so big and bad, man.
Hey,
It's just like niggas on the streets. You know this guy's over here he got 17 hats, and you got 5 hats. All right, or he got equal amount of hats as you do for us killing on the streets. They always want to talk it out. You don't never see them niggas go to war, man. Because out of the two, you got the one guy don't give a fuck about him. I step on him too. But the other guy, he gonna want to find out what would happen. You know, and them bitches want to see us them bitches want to see us go against, go against each other, dog.
Yeah.
Fuck that, man.
Go against each other.
Hey,
For real.
that's the U.S. being like, yeah, they want to see us get into it. And
Yeah.
the guy you said that doesn't give a fuck, that's Zelensky
Yeah.
outright doing strikes, trying to delete Putin.
And they already talking about. They got news outlets over there in Russia said, man, they can't wait to get their hands on you, man. They said they're gonna drag you around Moscow, lifeless. I said, damn.
They're gonna give you that Benito Mussolini treatment.
Yeah, man.
That's a down treatment.
That what's his name, Gaddafi, which is, you know, that's what you deserve, Zelensky. That's
Damn sodomite actor.
Yeah. Cross dresser, man. A back pusher. And I can't wait till the Lord get your ass, man. Do you just like Muammar Gaddafi, how y'all did that, man? Nothing. No?
that's another thing, you know, another nation that can't. Libya had what? They had nuclear capabilities, and the West was like, look, you give us the nukes, we'll take the sanctions off. He gives them the nukes, what? They overthrow his government.
Yeah, why y'all ain't go get Nassad? Nassad, he ran up in Russia. Y'all should have went and got him in Russia.
Russia, go get him.
But you know better though, man.
Every bully is a selective bully. Nobody can bully the actual bullies.
I said that last week. Even with niggas out here be playing crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Until you meet a motherfucker that's playing
With
insane. He's playing sane, man.
And that's Putin.
Yeah.
You never seen Putin get angry.
Yeah.
All this shit the West does against him, Putin's just trying to diffuse the situation. But then you see, a week later, Russia shot a bunch of hypersonic missiles and destroyed a whole Ukrainian city, and Putin's still just calm about it. While Trump's popping off at the jaws, and all they can do is go, overthrow a third world country.
Yeah, them people don't got nothing, man. That's all you do, bully people, man. Then you go out there, like I noticed too, they show all the big, fancy, shiny jets and all that shit. But this man, Russia been fighting Ukraine for some years with nothing but old shit, purposely.
whipping the piss out.
Whooping the fuck out them dudes, man. They ain't brought man, they got a badass tank I seen they got. It's like one of the fastest tanks in the world, man. State of the art. Them motherfucker got all type of radar, sonar shit on it. They didn't even pull that shit out. Haven't pulled it out not one time.
And what's crazy too is Ukraine is the most powerful army in Europe. They're not a member of NATO, but they're the best trained army by NATO. So if you want to get an example of what a war with Russia between other European nations would be, just look at what's happening to Ukraine. And you had one general say, it wasn't even a general, he was like a military analyst saying, look, Western European armies are third rate. Like,
that's why they need America. They needed America for World War II, man.
Yeah, and the thing about it, man, when it come to Russia for manpower, man, they just slowly pushing y'all back. And then what Russia do too, they always do that same shit. They make it look like they're retreating, get you to come, and then next thing you know, they engulfed and surround your ass, man.
Right.
And they've been, the media outlets been lying, saying Russia been losing.
The numbers are opposite.
Yeah.
What they say Russia's losing is really what Ukraine's
Yeah,
losing.
y'all getting mollywopped, man. They always show you some Russian foggy ass Russian shootouts in the woods and shit.
Where you ambush somebody.
Yeah, bullshit, man. Now we're not saying you might have a couple of Russian soldiers do get killed, but y'all are dying by the thousands, hundreds of thousands a day. That's been already been brought out already, man. So much y'all getting handicapped motherfuckers to get on the line.
Yeah, I was about to say
You know? Yeah.
years ago they had, like the brother said, fucking retarded people. They start handicapped people.
Yeah, they got the
They just putting them out there, like they just putting bodies out there.
You got niggas trying
They
to
destroy.
want to leave, and you just pulling them.
Yeah,
Old motherfuckers, y'all just pulling them off the bus. Come on, you gotta go fight.
yeah.
Wife and kids and grandkids crying.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Zelensky's wearing some pantyhose under them combat pants he's got on.
But he talks some big bad shit. That guy's full of shit, man. Zelensky, that guy's full of shit, man. That dude full of shit. He act like he talks. You know, he do the Mark Murray. No, he do the Ray Nagin. He act like he was on ground zero there with him on that dude on the fucking front lines, man.
Right.
Nigga go out there and throw some dirt in his pants.
A helmet on.
Yeah, you know, and then he wasn't there. Cause like I said, them dudes they want his ass. They almost got his ass one time. Like last year or so, early last year, they almost got his ass one time. You heard them got out of that though, man. But they, like I said, them Russians gonna get your ass, man.
And who? Well, Lil John was the hype man for what the East Side was, right? Like pretty much, the former president of Russia, Dmitry Medvedev, is like the hype man for Putin. Putin's calm and collected, but Medvedev's the one that's talking about, look, we're gonna turn Britain into ash. We're gonna bomb America. Look, he's the one that said, Zelensky, when we get your decrepit body, we're gonna put it in a formaldehyde jarred pickle and put it in a museum so everybody can look at it.
Zelensky, the same guy that when Russia do some type of strike or fuck him up, he cried for Trump to back him up. Yeah. You need to send in this amount. Yes. Send some jets. He was crying.
Man, that dude asked for billions of dollars 3 times now.
Yes, bro. Crying for the shit.
And working on the fort.
Yeah, bro.
Meanwhile, right here in America, in your own Edomite country, you got homeless Edomites, man, under the bridge.
Come on, brother.
You got Edomites plagued with fentanyl, man. Overdose.
That ain't even coming from Venezuela, but coming from China.
Yeah.
China.
You know, it's all bullshit. The VA hospitals is fucked up.
Yeah.
Soldiers can't even get their benefits. 100% of their benefits. It's all jacked up, man.
Taken away, man.
You know? Education system here trash. What else? Infrastructure trash.
Economy shits.
Yeah, economy shit, water.
Full of debt, yeah.
And then it's full of YN and YCs, man. Young Caucasians and young niggas, man. Come on, right? Bugged out.
Yeah, brother.
You know?
How's the city of confusion broken down?
And a bunch of whores. It ain't just. It's
white
like
and black.
White, black, Chinese whores.
Men whores too.
Yeah.
Men whores.
Gigolo.
Gigolos and male prostitutes too. Niggas selling that stuff, man. Yeah, nigga, it's just all jacked up there, man.
And spotting in the front seat of cars.
Yeah.
Downtown. Martin Luther King.
Oh no.
The scripture say, horrible is the end of an unrighteous generation. And what you're saying, the horrific part of sin and iniquity and revelry, all right, you saying it now. Right? The Lord is revealing this iniquity unto the heavens. And now you're actually saying America is actually a third world country, man.
We ready for the Lord to reset this bitch.
Yeah, brother.
I'm serious.
And it's on the cusp of it.
Reset this shit. Everything needs to be reset. Humanity needs to be reset as a whole, man. Wipe these niggas out and then bring them back with a new, refreshed mind, man. All right?
Process something.
Yeah,
brother.
There ain't no more juice left in this rock, as Finkelstein said. You just got a bunch of drug addicted sodomites
fat
running around.
It's a third world country.
the fattest country in America, but yet you said this is not a great country, man. This is not the greatest country on the planet Earth. That's bullshit. That's all an illusion.
It's great if you're one of the elites.
That MAGA shit is sorcery. Make America great again. If y'all the greatest company, I mean, y'all the greatest place on the
Well,
planet.
they are a
Earth.
company.
Yeah, well, they're a company. I was right.
Yeah.
But that MAGA shit is sorcery, man.
That goes
You
into
look into that, man.
a high level sorcery.
Yeah. Make America great again.
You're going in that overdrive because
That
that
backs up stained, man.
Backs up what we're doing. The pride of Esau being brought
Yeah,
low.
yeah, I got that.
Everybody looks at you Edomites, especially in America, as the biggest joke going.
Mm-hmm.
How can I take you seriously when your president, you know, is a reality TV star spending what $10,000 to sleep with porn stars? You know, everything just a complete joke here. All your women got OnlyFans accounts.
Look, these women, man. These women are whores, man. Somebody done played in that box, man, several times. All right, it's hardly, you will hardly ever see a virgin. You will hardly ever see a woman that's upright, somewhat upright. All right, just kind of just straight up, man. A lot of these broads is on psycho meds. A lot of them are just mentally just tore up, trauma, the demonic. And these niggas are the worst too, man.
Mm-hmm. Tens, so-called.
There ain't no goddamn 10.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
These chicks here, average at best.
Damn.
Especially in New Orleans, man.
In their mind.
You motherfuckers are 10s in your own goddamn mind, man.
Average is being gracious at that.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Man.
Well, what my man KSA, Kevin Sam, he call him
average at best.
average at best, man. Because honestly, if you take away the number 7, and then you leave 9s and 10s for beauty pageant women and supermodels, let's be serious here. Where the fuck these motherfuckers here? Where you fit at?
Fit in. No.
49.
Say a 5 at best.
You gotta remember the chick, Nicki Minaj came on his show and said, "Look, I think I'm a 6.
Yeah.
When I take all this shit off and just be my natural self, I'll probably fall in the 6."
She's overrated because she faking shit. It's her ass and shit. They petitioning to get her out of here. They saying she a immigrant.
Yeah.
They petitioning
Because she was at Charlie Kirk's thing.
God.
Yeah, but like I said, but for the most part, looks wise, you do that. If you want to do a hard measuring,
Because he always asks him, where you rank Beyonce? She a 10. You think where you
all of
compare?
them they Beyonce.
Yeah.
All of them Houston, all the chicks think they Beyonce, from fat, short, tall.
She not. But you know that's
She not, and she not.
standard of beauty.
Yeah, she
not.
She not.
Kelly Rowland better looking.
I know
Yeah,
she
he said.
overrated.
He said Kelly's probably an 8, man.
Kelly, look at her. Yeah.
You know, motherfucker got blind fake head in here, man.
Damn nose job.
Morbidly obese.
You broad shit, man. Your hygiene's fucked up. You got the Michael Jackson. You got the Michael Jackson baby bangs on the side of your head. All right, heavy, overly drenched Michael Jackson.
Yeah, it's glued to their skin. Then they fuck,
Come on, man.
they fuck their hairline up.
Yeah.
Eyelashes. You got all this makeup, pounds of makeup on, man.
Man, the stuff they love to be.
Yeah. So come on, man. And you take all that shit off, a lot of y'all look like a roadkill, man.
A lot of like the Hot Boys album cover, man.
Yeah, you look like. My bad. You look like the first BG when BG was slim.
Lord.
Yeah.
On the floor.
With them 2 big ass lips, man. Y'all look like the first.
Yeah.
The chopper bullets raining
Big
down.
ass clothes.
Y'all look like BG, man. Or Sam Cassell.
Yo,
Yo, Sam Cassell. Yo.
that might be a little far.
Looking like, man. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, hey man, I be hard on. Hey man. What your boy say? Project Pat. I'm gorilla on a hoe, man. Man, you are not that cold, man.
Yeah.
They're not.
No.
Especially here.
Hey.
Penny with a hood.
Drive with a hole through the wall.
Yeah, and if you is bad, hey man. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
We're the baddest men on the planet Earth, man. Because we got this knowledge, man. Ain't nobody worried about it. We're gonna see how bad you is that day with Tyrone and them. Niggas gonna leave your ass out. Right? All them super saver hoes, them niggas gonna leave you behind. Or they gonna, hey, they gonna unalive you too. Get your cookies and unalive your ass, man.
The government gonna leave them alone.
On Instagram, he was talking about it.
Yeah. Because throughout history, his brother know, in every empire, when the empire is collapsing, hey man, it's free reign on everything, man.
Free
Women
game.
and children is they always
Go
in any
first.
collapse is the first target.
First target, man.
Elderly too.
That too, yeah, the nigga out here jumped on an 83-year-old woman, man, trying to get that deep freezer box, man.
In that June bug on.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, man.
The government gonna abandon them too.
Shit, they already are.
Yeah, you know they depending on the government. So once they abandon you, your lovers gonna seek your life. I just saying, Jeremiah, so they hopeless. A woman is hopeless.
Nasty.
It's gonna get nasty.
And you got a whole movement online now where women always go to social media. Oh, man,
Yeah, they
approaching me anymore. Approach us. Men don't want it anymore.
You gotta going down.
Real men are getting in that survival mode to where they just zeroing you out their mind. They need to survive it and think, man.
I need to eat, pay my bills. Like I can see shit's about to go down, so I don't need nothing to anchor me down, man.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all just want to receive all goddamn things.
Yep, just
See, you make a fire. You gotta filter water. You pick up the goddamn thing. See,
That's gonna be
that too.
a skill needed in these days.
And you stop the bleed.
He's screaming. They don't even look at the blood.
Oh no. I seen them uptown when nigga got shot up uptown in front of me. Women throwing up and passing out, man.
All of these so-called black women, they allegedly nurses, but really they just be wiping old people's asses.
They committing adultery.
Yeah.
well, the old person
Yeah.
a nigga and
Or they
shit.
work there to commit adultery.
And got you a workplace hustle. That's what they said.
Yeah.
Yeah, a workplace hustle. You all in the goddamn janitor room on the top of the pine saw with the nigga, man.
If you're dating a nurse out there, you're not dating.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that right now. You're not the only one dating.
I think you put the video in there where the nurse dude crying. He
yeah.
talking about how nurses ain't making the money. They
Doctors
got work
either,
triple
like-
deck, doctors, everything.
Yeah.
It's just in there committing adultery.
I seen on the forum, them doctors already, even going back to the time of Obama, with the Obamacare situation, they already said, if you come in there and you ain't got no insurance, they jacking your ass up. Meaning they're gonna sew you up any kind of way, they're gonna do the surgery any kind of way.
Yeah.
They just gonna jack your ass up. Because remember, under the Hippocratic law, oath, they do for one body, they can kill one person and nothing really happens.
Oh,
Go look that up.
no, that's crazy.
Get one freebie in.
You get one freebie in.
Yeah.
But they're gonna jack your ass up, man. Cause you coming there with no insurance if you won't playing with them people, man. Cause they ain't getting paid.
That's if they accept you.
If they accept. If this not if this been running your ass off, man. It's just, you ain't got the insurance that fit what they got going on. They run it like cause old boy in the back of me, it ran him off. His insurance didn't meet. He messed up a whole distance back. So that boy, man,
Get out of here.
get out of here. Like, man, it's been 40 some days. I ain't, what the fuck am I do? They just send him on by this week. That's how they doing that, man. You go your ass in this doctor, bullshit with no insurance. Watch what happens. You gonna go in, but you ain't never coming out. Then you gonna go through the morgue, man. You might leave some scissors in you. What they call them?
Scalpels.
Scalpel inside you, man.
Throw you back up with the shit inside your body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack you up any kind of way, man. You best to have some insurance going to you. Oh, my biggest thing, especially, we know the truth, stay the hell out them hospitals, man. That's why the Lord got the herbs there. You got the minerals, you got tinctures. All these things have been already shown to us of what to do to take care of our bodies, man. Or, like I said, stop being prideful enough and ask the brothers that know about this, what can I do, man?
It's a war on healthcare anyways. The boy that killed the healthcare man, what his name is? Luigi Mangoni or what? Mangoni? I can't forget his last name. They gonna eventually they gonna shut the healthcare shit down because that's another fucking goodie of the the fucking government, man.
They already talked about using AI.
Yeah, they shutting that shit down.
They probably about to get rid of, not get rid of him, but he might get off because even when they snatched him up, they went all in his bag and they ain't never read him his Miranda rights and shit.
That's crazy.
Getting
But
off
that's how
on
you
technicality.
Yeah,
That's how you do it.
Set up.
Inside joke.
Yeah,
yeah,
they
they
set
probably
up.
get off on it. There's two big major technicalities he possibly get off on.
Yeah.
And it's already been proven that
Damn.
they didn't read him his Miranda rights and they did some other shit.
Well, who actually seen when they arrested him? Did he read it? Nah, it's all bullshit, man. But you know, he was set up.
They
You know,
fumbled that whole
intentionally, yeah, on purpose, man. You know, it's bullshit. Just the weaponized healthcare, man. This is bullshit, bro.
Yeah, but they getting all the big.
Mhm.
We already told you already. We did this video months back. Remember all the Zelle,
Yup, cash out,
the Cash App dudes, all the people that deal with the
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin, the middlemen people dealing with the financial side, the financial sector came up dead, man. This guy here who Luigi knocked off, he was dealing with the healthcare.
Yo.
Knocked him off, man.
Yeah, bro.
You don't remember they were killing a bunch of major bankers? Like some dude from JP Morgan got found in the fucking river somewhere. You don't remember that shit? It was like early this shit, man.
There's so many people.
It's so much, bro.
I know a lot of like them Bitcoin, not Bitcoin, but like cryptocurrency.
Cryptocurrency, yeah.
Like all them different kind of mobile apps, like Cash App,
Zelle.
Venmo, Zelle. They've been showing up damn.
Mm-hmm.
You've been knocking people ass off, man.
And what's that ultimately consolidating all those digital payment systems to get to what? The MOTB.
Mhm.
So everything is moving in that direction.
What her name? Majority Taylor Green.
Mm-hmm.
She tried to signal against that an article I read today.
They made her step down with that and just all that shit she was talking against Israel. They came in and put that thing to a think tank. It's like, look, you might want to reconsider this. So she stepped down from her position.
The Secretary of State, did she resign? What she said? She stopped. She's retired.
Retired.
She retired. Yeah.
Here's another one, dude.
Oh yeah, but hey, they moving this money.
This shit moving quick.
International, monetary fund. It's getting all consolidated to a digital currency to where you gonna have to accept it or you gonna get your ass put to death, Salaki, bro.
And we didn't see that article I put in the chat. Y'all seen all these major years, there always been some event happening to them,
Yep.
and they always had 1G, 2G, 3G, something happen. I be waiting on the last hoorah is that 6.
And it's
I got a fire ass video. I forgot to put it. I put it in there early this morning. But that boy on there, what his name? Elon to the must. He on there talking about by 2027, 2030 or so, or maybe a little bit after that. He's talking about basically it's gonna be more humanoid robots than humans.
Yeah.
But that's why y'all brothers gotta go see this Netflix shit. It's better than it's supposed to be better than what it is. It's supposed to be better than Civil War, and it's better than Homestead. It's called 2073.
That's the one you've been talking
Yeah,
about.
I've been talking about that for a year.
Yeah, 2073.
Brother, you got to see that. It's
They going-
police. It's police militarized. You own it.
Yeah, they got
You gotta
shit. Them boy let no shit on that boy.
That was futuristic. And Trump's still president 30 years later because there's no more voting. Like it went chaotic. So the president, that's it. You know, they say Trump is in the 33rd year of his reign.
Yeah, it's
33.
It's basically Elysium.
Elysium, yeah.
It's basically like Elysium, man.
Come on, bro.
And the brother Abawan Gabar did a video recently, which that was a great catch on his part. In that movie, The Road, they have a scene where, they're walking, they walk into a blown out building and, they show their feet walking over some money because money's worthless in that day. But it was $100 bill. And he zoomed in and that wasn't Benjamin Franklin on that dollar bill. Like the outline looked like Nero 47.
Yeah, it was Trump.
Wow.
So it's pointing towards what? Nero 47 truly being the last president.
He's already talking about wanting to put his face on the money, man.
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucker, just like Nero himself, he wants to erect in front of the White House a statue of himself, man.
The Arc de Trump.
What he got one with the big Bitcoin in his hand. The one, you know, the
Bitcoin president.
Bitcoin president. So it's coming, bro.
That cruel lord fed over Egypt. That fierce king to rule over
And
him.
then last night, I didn't get to put it in there. Even last night, I think Nathan Rothschild told on Twitter, he told him, "Good job."
Good job, yeah. Perfect candidate.
Shows you, hey, that's him. He probably is a Rothschild.
I won't put it past
You
him.
know, I seen well.
Billy G's one.
They all related.
Yeah, they all family.
Yeah.
Anybody you see on TV in positions up there, they all fucking family.
Even Obama came out, he was like the
Yeah.
cousin of Bill.
He
They're all
locked.
supposed to be kin. Sometimes.
Yeah, that blue bloodline, man.
Yeah, brother.
Con. But hey, this is what all this is leading towards. One order, one government, one currency, consolidating everything.
NW.
Yeah, con.
All right, that's the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith.
Hey, the wicked are estranged from the womb. From the womb, Esau is wicked and designed to be the devil and fulfill what? His lot in prophecy. Bringing about this, anti-Hamashiach society, and ultimately this mark, which is going to bring about his downfall.
Yeah, also, because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man. Neither keep it at home.
And that wine isn't going into a bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon. That's going into his different philosophies like democracy, capitalism. Now what? Transhumanism, digitizing the society, and getting these people drunk off of it, thinking that this is progress, moving towards the future.
You niggas, you don't even know what the hell going on.
Niggas is just now finding out about tariffs.
Yeah.
Stupid ass.
They done implemented BCIs, Elon Musk done put in brain chip, yeah, and people, and he's ready to implement this thing, man. Everything is ready. It's already in place, man. So now you're just looking for some type of T attack or a false agenda, false flag, so they can lock this bitch down. And believe, like the elder said, it's gonna be another pestilence coming. You
Well, they already
ain't
got
the
that.
end of that sea. That sea, like, that was just on the prelude of what's coming. I think one of you brothers put in the chat, they got a something coming. I think it was Iraq that they say there's no cure for it. There's no V for it.
Oh, the
no
Candice, the Candida is some kind of fungus.
It's a fungus that they say there's no cure for it.
Candida aurelia, something like that.
Come on, they gotta look it up in the chat.
And I mean, people have been pointing that out. That game, The Last of Us, it was a fungus that was that took over the world and turned people into demons and shit. Zombies. And in the mix of that, it was a collapsed society where people are in that survival instinct, killing each other for anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, they putting it in these games and movies what they plan on doing.
Yeah. And it's called
Revelation of the
Method. Yeah, Revelation of the Method, man. You can go look that up. Somebody get that on their phone. Revelation of the Method. The meaning of Revelation of the Method. Right? That's something that the elite stand by, man.
Yeah.
They hope not to get that karma on them by telling you some way, somehow what their plans are.
Name of it too.
It's a lot, yeah. Also, a lot of these people who come into these hospitals right now, they're coming in there with not only overdoses, but they fucked up and they whatever inside of their system is not showing up on drug tests. Whatever they're taking is untraceable. So they can't diagnose it or try to figure it out.
It's that new shit coming from China, man. The green fentanyl. They got purple cocaine now, pink cocaine. They got all type of new shit that they even they've been knowing about this shit, man. And they already said about 40 people a day overdose out here. 43 people a day overdose out here, man. So hell with these damn druggies, man.
Real. Can't deal.
We don't feel bad for you niggas, man.
Yeah, that's it. Candida auris.
Yeah.
I go say another name, even that C word.
Yeah, we ain't gonna say it. It's an untreatable, deadly C word, like fungus spread rapidly across the country. It's called Candida or Auris.
Yeah, Oris.
But you know, some bullshit, man.
Just like they just had that bad salt not that long ago.
Yeah, they had some other shit like, you know, I'll be looking at it and this shit like around my way. They say, oh, we need to open up all the storm drains and blow some type of weird smoke in it. If you see smoke coming out of the drains and in your lawns and shit like that, don't be alarmed. But they cause I look at that because I watched Narcos one day, and that's what a boy wound up killing the whole town like that. Escobar wound up putting some type of gas in the storm drain system, and it basically killed. He put too much in it, and they wound up killing a bunch of people, man.
Chemical warfare.
Yeah, like y'all didn't see the other day. I think that was yeah, it was New Year's or New Year's Eve. Y'all ain't see how it was spraying the fuck up the skies, man.
At nighttime.
Yeah.
I saw that the other day too. Like they were off to
They were going crazy, man.
So now that the living dead had.
You know, I talked to somebody in my neighborhood. I said, man, you don't see? I was just playing stupid with him. And then my, a boy from the back come, he talking, man, you don't see that? And then I don't never look up and down there. God damn. Like, I'm like, how you don't never look up in the air?
that movie. Don't look up.
Oh shit!
You know what they say? Like, I don't never look up in the air.
Look up.
How you don't look up in the air, man? That's
A lot of people.
Hey, people don't think like men of the Lord and the truth. Like, how do you not look up? What do I need to look up for?
throw it off, man.
They made a joke about that in this show called Invincible about superheroes, where they would change into their outfits in the sky, and one of them was like, "Well, what if people see us?" It's like nobody ever looks up.
Yeah, that's why they've been flying them goddamn drones around here too, man.
Yeah.
The drone came back. I think I was telling you that. You came by me that day.
Mm-hmm.
So that motherfucker like right over the house, sitting there. I come outside, I'm playing it all. Look at the motherfucker, I'm playing it all. Then finally, I call him, I said, come see this shit. She look, oh Lord. You know, they be all wigged out and shit. Then, motherfucker come outside, that motherfucker just jet it off, man.
Mhm.
They watching these motherfuckers. And they don't even like 2063. They was in that bitch. Drones all in that
Well,
bitch.
everything had a drone on it.
Yeah.
Every person, when you looked in the sky, it was damn. You might have said thousands of millions of them. It's
nothing, man.
Completely militarized.
And the thing about China been on that, like even with that Skynet shit, China been on that type of time.
Yeah, brother.
It just always been America been in a race to get on that level.
On that level, yeah.
They've been technologically advanced. Look at the cars. You get a Lexus, some type of car from Japan.
Yeah, y'all
The tech in it way advanced. These motherfuckers got heating, cool seats
and shit.
Backups, all type of shit. It do all type of shit.
Self-parking.
Self-driving, yeah.
You get an American car, y'all motherfuckers still got the old ass words, the digital words and shit.
Yeah, on the screen and
shit. Y'all so late to shit, man.
Hey, the electric cars they got over in China are better than Tesla. Like that's why they're trying to put tariffs on China so they can't get that better quality stuff over here.
You seen that phone? They got a phone start with an H. The Hawaki.
Something better than the
That's better than the Android and the Apple. They banned that motherfucker from over in America.
And a lot of reason for that is because they're an authoritarian state. They don't have to go through voting and stuff like that to get things done. The government controls everything, so just do it. That's why they got Nero in place. Because look, we need to fast track this thing.
Yeah.
The devil's come down in great wrath. So that's why he was signing 100 and something bills on his first day. We got to get this shit going.
That's why they gonna start water, keep him in office. And then they're gonna say scratch. Even George Bush Jr. told you before. He said the Constitution is nothing more than a piece of paper. It can be thrown away. Mm-hmm. So they'll cause some type of event to happen. These guys be permanently president.
They were alluding to that, a couple of months ago. Something that happened to keep him in there.
Yeah, we had
been voting.
We had into a dictatorship like
totalitarian.
A totalitarian, authoritarian
society, man.
And it only makes sense because Nero was on that time.
Yeah.
And he coming back in his lot. He's like, I'm running shit. Like coming back to be the emperor.
Yeah, they're gonna get rid of the whole governmental, the whole senates and all that. That shit gotta go. It's gonna be one person, one rule, one government, man.
You might wake up tomorrow You might wake up tomorrow. This man arrest the whole Senate house, man.
Yeah, just took
Everybody,
this.
they all in jail.
Yeah, you don't got no more.
Just taking this bitch over.
Yeah, brother, you right.
And any one of you minute men get that, you
Yeah.
white boys gonna get
Put
it
up.
on. Let's get it. It's gonna put you up.
Don't put your ass up. Fucking right.
This is gonna be a war on the home front here too, man.
What is that?
Type of big ass plane.
And even Sleepy Joe said, got these, you know how he was. He got these guys, they're talking about coming against the government with AR-15s. I don't know if you know, but the government's got F-16s and nuclear weapons. Like, what are you going to do?
Yeah, that's why that brother talk. He talks, for years. He brother been talking about the movie Dope.
Mm-hmm.
And in that movie, they had plans. They were talking about plans on using those predator drones. Them talking about them big ones. We seen. Remember that night we was out there with our boy?
Mm-hmm.
He came to my house with something or dropped me off. It was me, him, and my neighbor outside. And we
Like a
seen
minute looking at the sky.
My neighbor had the fucking big ass
Peeping Tom binoculars.
binoculars. The brother had a predator drone in the sky, just flying, watching shit. Like, man, you like, damn, that's a plane? No, ain't no fucking plane. It was totally quiet and it was way up there. And it's circling, brother. I'm talking about them big bitches that using that right. They look at shit and drop missiles on shit.
Yeah.
Well, China, like you said, got aircraft carrier.
Yeah, that's what I want to put in there too.
Yeah, they got an aircraft carrier for the first time. They just revealed it, but they was testing it like in 2024. Open the door, thousands of drones come out of it. It's a mothership drone, but then thousands of them get released, and then they got underwater drones too, powered towards the U.S. shore.
Drone
To
warfare.
cut off that. So whether you're going air or under the water, China ready, man.
And what do you need to really run that? 6G.
6G.
But see what's funny?
Power shit.
I remember being a young teenager. I remember playing Tom Clancy's
Metal Gear Solid.
Advanced Warfare. It was Tom Clancy.
That's the one in Mexico, right?
Yeah,
Advanced Warfighter.
yeah, Advanced Warfare. They was already talking about coming against you Latin nations anyway with this type of high tech technology, man. Drones, all type of fucking
Submarines.
Optics.
optics on their guns and on their shields, on their helmets and shit, man.
I remember that game.
This is the year. This was the
This
time.
was the year, yeah, 2026.
Yeah, this is the time frame of the shit.
In that game, you could throw up a drone and it'd go around and look at shit.
Yeah.
Be like them devils. And remember, the next one was they were showing how this was years ago. This is over what 25 years ago. They were showing you how America already had suits. They can go invisible right in front of your face.
Yeah.
Go invisible. Like the nigga right there, and you just don't see him no more. They got some type of suit that can mirror. It can mirror against light, and what causes them to go invisible, man.
That's 8 years ago. Yeah, told you that in Predator 2 when Gary Busey was explaining how his tech works. Like somehow he bends light around his body to make him go invisible.
And they already got the blankets. They got the light that bend.
Yeah.
You know,
Like,
even against thermal, like even with thermal, can't even see you and shit, man. And that's power from the left hand, man. That's what we've been telling you about this shit. You know, go ahead.
So we need the Lord finish on that Habakkuk. Chapter 5.
Yeah, verse 5. You can reread it from the top again.
It says,
You are looking
Yeah.
at them.
All right. And the Lord answered me.
No.
Verse 5.
Habakkuk 2 and 5.
Kind. Yeah, also because he transgressed by wine. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell.
We just saw that with this strike in Venezuela. They took out Maduro, and Trump's literally saying, "Look, we're gonna run the country right now." He literally said that. We're gonna until we get everything back in order. America's gonna run Venezuela.
But you can't run this bitch, man.
Exactly.
Hey,
This bitch out of order, man. And that's the problem with you, man. You know, that's what the nations are mad at. You wanna, the nations can get into it with each other. You wanna go over there and police them. On top of steal resources and shit. You wanna be the police of the whole goddamn world.
The
You got
hammer of the earth.
got over 1,000 bases planted around the earth, but nobody has a base here. You know?
I mean, that's the ancient Rome too. Look, you're so concerned about building empire and running resources, you let the home base deteriorate. You just look at your citizens like that's just a cog to work and tax them while we put all the money into, the offense.
And they look at all the nations as vassals.
Oh,
So they're all extensions of America.
that's not really about.
He enlarges his desire as hell. That's the one you read. Yeah, he don't keep at home either.
I was just read that.
Okay, come on.
It says, neither keep it at home, who enlarges its desire as hell, and is as debt, and cannot be satisfied.
Yeah.
But gathereth unto him all nations, and heaping unto him all people.
And what does that sound like? A one world government, one world currency, one world order, which America's been doing that now with Americanization. What? Everybody's using the US dollar now as the reserve currency. But the next step is that digital currency, that C-hip in you. When we go to, First Maccabees, when it talks about Antiochus, he wrote letters to all the nations under him that what? They should leave the ways of their fathers and follow after the Greekist custom. Hellenization back then. Whenever we look at the history of these Edomites, whether it was the Greeks, the Romans, the Europeans, or the Americans, it's not just about taking over someplace and being like, look, you can follow after your ways and we're just going to tax you. No, you got to get rid of your ways and get on board with our program, which comes with what? Sodomy, whores, broken families, demonocracy, all that.
That dude in this place, he was against. Basically, they deemed him anti-said, because he was against pornography. He was against a lot of shit, Which Venezuela already jacked up.
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck them, man. Remember years ago they had that nice looking Northern Kingdom woman eating out the trash can or something like that?
Yeah, one time they were eating.
I think you put her out. I think it was you put her out. She was cold-blooded. She was eating out the big dumpster. The dumpster that the big that sit, not the little small, the big dumpster. She in that motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, that was a peek into the future for you women in America.
What was that? What it was cannibalism had started for a minute.
Venezuela.
Yeah.
That was Venezuela.
Woman was eating somebody and shit, man. So hey,
That's your dime piece.
The female engineers and doctors, they had turned to whores like in less than a week.
Video. Yeah.
For what they know.
And
what's
all,
gonna happen here?
Yeah.
all them Latino nations you talk about, all these societies is technologically behind.
Yeah.
Venezuela, the DR, Cuba,
Chile.
they all behind.
Uh-huh.
Which they already. Oh man, they got this video. It's on my phone. It's on my phone. With this tenant woman. Basically, you can tell they already had plans on coming against you, Northern Kingdom nations, man. She brought up Chile. She brought up Argentina. She brought up countries like that. Man, they already had that in plans of coming up against y'all any goddamn way.
Not Catherine Austin, right?
No, it's the other lady. You see.
That's just an extension of the Monroe Doctrine, which is pretty much everything on the Western Hemisphere is that's America's territory. You got Trump talking about taking Greenland now. I mean, you can't go against the big boys. So what? You're gonna go against third-rate powers.
Mm-hmm.
But it's eventually gonna get to the point where you're gonna get pushed into the direction of the big boys, and you're gonna have to duke it out.
Well, from a war standpoint, he needs that oil. Even from a green point standpoint, he needs that positioning. He needs that positioning on certain countries, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he had to just go up there and call himself taking the whole goddamn. And then people saying, man, this ain't for sale, man. He's like, fuck it, we gonna take it.
He did that to Venezuela and oral tank. He ain't damn devil, man.
His desires as hell cannot be satisfied. Which you can keep reading that Habakkuk. I'll read down to about verse 9. Because even going back to that Obadiah, what did it say in verse 2? I have made thee small amongst the heathens, thou art greatly despised. On the one hand, that's going into your birth rates declining, which, I saw a video recently where over in Britain, they got 72 schools in Britain that don't have Edomite kids in them. It's a bunch of migrants because your birth rates are declining. And then on another level, that's your reputation, especially in the West, being made small, because these nations are seeing that you're the root cause of all the goddamn problems taking place, which is what this Habakkuk is about to continue going into.
The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long?
Taking people's shit, taking their land, taking their oil, taking their gold, and as I said in Micah chapter 2 as well, taking their identities, taking oppressing a man and even his heritage. You gutter rats over in the Holy Land pretending to be the people, which you're clearly not.
And to him that laded himself with thick clay.
And when you go into that word clay, it's a batya, which goes into debt, which America is built off of debt. You know, selling off their debt through those U.S. Treasury bonds to other nations. Hence why they can keep increasing things. But what? These nations are starting to, you know, send back U.S. dollars and not buying those Treasury debts, which is what, once that really hits, that's going to hyperinflate the U.S. dollar into non-existence. Hence why you've got the prices of gold and silver steadily rising.
Verse 7. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them?
Okay, these nations rising up against you and coming against you. And as we were going into it, that Jeremiah 51, what? Rising up and coming against her and ultimately making that land desolate with those nuclear missiles.
Verse 8. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, and all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein.
So all the, you know, they got that saying, the chickens coming home to roost. You know, you've done all this wickedness, being that hammer of the earth on the face of the earth. But now that what? You're breaking down. All these nations are getting ready to pay you back.
Verse 9 says, woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil.
I need to go back to that Obadiah too. But what did it say? Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, because everything you have was built off of great robbery and murder. And if you keep going down, it says, you know, woe to him that buildeth the city with men's blood. But as I said, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. You thought you would just be able to, you know, abuse the people on this earth and live deliciously off of it. But what? Yeah, you know, that's ultimately going to lead to your downfall. That very same sword that you use to take over the earth is going to be used against you. Con, you got it.
This is Isaiah 33 and 1. It says, woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee.
You got it.
Come. So like the brother been saying, all right, this devil has basically recompensed. He has his judgment has returned upon his own pate, saying he have did this to these nations. The Lord was holding it against him, man. It says recompense this devil double. All right, but that goes into all their wrongdoing, man. It says, woe to him that builded a town by blood. All right. So blood, saying he hadn't hated blood gonna pursue him. Okay, because even he built America, what that's Numbers 33, 35.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He built
35,
this 35 and 33. He built this town by blood, man. All right. And the Lord hated sin, the sin that the Lord hated a man of blood, then blood gonna pursue this devil.
And
Man.
Ezekiel 35.
Yep. Ezekiel 35.
And as it says in, I think, Psalms 50, you know, since I didn't do anything against you, thou was altogether thought that I was
Yeah.
But as it says, you know, in Proverbs 16, the Lord has reserved all things unto himself,
Yep.
even the wicked
For the
unto
day,
the day of evil. So
yeah.
the Lord has, you know, set you Edomites up like Pharaoh to fulfill prophecy and build up your pride. But you've just about reached those bounds which you cannot pass. Hence, while you're collapsing on all levels, now we're just waiting for that final death blow, which is going to happen after that sea hip is mandatorily implemented. Kind of.
Daniel chapter 5, verse 24. Then was the part of the hand sent from him, and the writing was written.
Yeah.
And this is the writing that was written.
Yes.
Many tekel you forcing.
Yes.
This is an interpretation of the thing. Many. The Most High has numbered thy kingdom and finished it. Tekel, thou art weighed in the balance and are found wanting.
And when you go into other translations of that, when it says found wanting, it means you've been found deficient. You've been found, that's another word, deficient. You've been found lacking. Because what? This is a wicked kingdom built opposite to the laws, statutes, and commandments. As it says in Isaiah 24, the haughty people of the earth and the earth do languishing because they don't follow the laws. They've broken the everlasting covenants. You just do everything clean contrary to righteousness. Hence why everything is decaying all around us.
Yeah, it says verse 28, Paris, thy kingdom is divided and given to the Medes and Persians.
Ooh, and that was talking about those Japhetic Medes, and the Persians or Iranians back then. But hey, this place is going to be taken down by the spiritual Medes today. Russia, you've got the Persians back again as the Iranians, but ultimately Yahushua, he's coming to take those many crowns and put them on his head, as it says in Revelation 19.
And what the Lord say he likened his judgment until it went.
Mhm.
He bringing the same ones back around to basically implement what he thought, how he purposed it, and as he has performed it.
Is there anything new under the sun?
Yeah, brother.
Nah, you got it.
This Ecclesiastes 10 and 18. I'm gonna start at 16. Woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child, and thy prince is eating in the morning.
Being out of due season, being a child. And what did it say? Children shall be their oppressors, as it says in Isaiah chapter 3. Esau, and what did it say in Job? Those that are younger than I have come to rule over me. Esau is a child. He's a base man. He's ignorant and he's foolish. Hence, why the world is run in the way that it's run.
Yeah. I'm gonna jump to 18. By much slothfulness, the building decayed, and through idleness of the hands, the house dropping through.
Hey, back in Isaiah 24, how is the city of confusion broken down?
Mm-hmm.
And if somebody can get me Isaiah 19, verse 11 to 13, 11 to 14.
The economists have run this place in the ground, man. They mismanaged the money, gave people fiat currency. All right, the people that rule this place have caused all the confusion. Well, shit, all hell where we live, it means with confusion. All right, mixed people are mixed up in here, man. All right, it's Babylon, so it's with confusion. AKL America, man. These devils done did this in Texas. In Ecclesiastes 12, it says 12 and 3, Father. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they're few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened, man. They done shut down companies, they shut down jobs. All right, any avenue for this place to get built up. If you actually read and look around, everything is getting broken down. And it's done by who? The people that what? Built it up. Okay? They got the power to what? Shut down and build up. Now, we know the Lord actually do that, but that's the Lord fulfilling this biblical prophecy, man. Okay? So America is for sale. All right? It's up. This bitch is closed down, man. Ain't no reopening. It says in verse 4, and the doors shall be shut in the streets. Okay? Go ahead.
You got that Isaiah 19. Before we get that, back in Obadiah 1 and 8 real quick. Shall I not in that day, saith Yahweh, even destroy the wise men out of Edom and understanding out of the mountain of Esau? Everything Esau's doing right now is working backwards.
Yeah.
And we know a lot of it, is the elites getting these puppets to, wholesale this place. But just Edomite rulers in general, even the elites are fucking foolish. Look at the society they're creating. Putting sea hips into people, putting silicon into the environment, giving people GMO foods.
Yeah.
Just you poisoning the own air and water that you have to breathe and drink. So they're just foolish all around.
Verse 3 says, the pride in their heart have deceived.
That's why I say the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. neither the counsel of the prudent. So, like you say, the knowledge and teeming, that's why Paul said, where are the scribes? Or this, like, where's the wisdom in this place? Because the what they're using, having all the resources, okay, they're using it to destroy people. Right? Resources supposed to build. You're supposed to add to. They're breaking down and killing.
Was the same Proverbs, the king liveth off the land.
Yeah, he feed himself. The king is fed by the field.
But you're destroying the field. Stupid dummy.
GMO crops. Dummy, man.
It's Isaiah 19, verse 11. Surely the princes of Zohan are fools. The counsel of the wise counselors of Pharaoh is become brutish. How say ye unto Pharaoh, I am the son of the wise, the son of the ancient king?
So it's talking about, it says Egypt, but, spiritual Egypt, America. It's talking about the counselors of Pharaoh have become brutish, and the princes of Zoan are fools. An example of that is, this whole ice raid thing that's been taking place. You've had a lot of these Northern Kingdom working these jobs, working these crop fields, but then you're deporting them, or they're not showing up to work. So what? Crops are, rotting in the field. And then on top of that, you're putting all these tariffs on China in this trade war, which is affecting U.S. farmers and just further, raising the prices for the average American citizen. Just to go to show you how stupid the leaders in America are. You're putting these tariffs on China, but 70%, like up to 70% of the rare earth minerals and technologies you get for your own bombs and tanks and fighter jets come from China. But you're starting a trade war with them and threaten them with war at the same time. How foolish is that?
It's ridiculous.
Stop owing them trillions of dollars.
Yeah.
The nerve.
You go to war with somebody you don't money to, and still begging money from.
He biting the hand that feed him.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Esau. That proves you, Esau.
Facts. We'll get that. Get brother's last precepts come.
Verse 12. Where are they? Where are thy wise men? And let them tell thee now, and let them know what Yahweh, the Lord of hosts, have purposed upon Egypt.
As a brother brought out in that Ecclesiastes, the doors shall be shut on the streets.
The princes of Zohan, just lower Egypt, the princes of Zohan are become fools. The princes of Nob are deceived. They have also seduced Egypt, even they that are the stay of the tribes thereof.
They seduce it. These Americans are seduced. Here we have this country. Don't look like that. Hey, you again, what we were mentioning earlier, when Nero 47 went and got Maduro, you had all these Americans, just bigging up America. We're back, baby. Like, no, the Babylon, Babylon will not be healed, as it says in Jeremiah 51. But these people still think that this is what the 1980s, the 1990s, that America's never going to go down. Well, you're sadly mistaken, as it says in Isaiah 31. Isaiah 30, woe to them that go down to Egypt. And Isaiah 31, both they that are helping and they that are hoping shall both fall. Those that put up the system and those that rely upon the system, 2/3 of our people are all going down.
Egypt is going to be shamed down.
Or him that trusted commands.
That's it. Go down. Yeah, 14. Sure.
Isaiah 19 and 14, it says, Yahweh have mangled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit.
Actually, that's 15.
Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or brush may do.
No work from the head, these white collar jobs, to the tail, blue collar jobs. Just recently, they said Amazon was cutting 30,000 corporate jobs. So the head,
7 days.
and then what? You got a bunch of these companies laying off lower workers as well. Starbucks closed down hundreds of locations.
Amazon, they always talk corporate at first time. They gonna start working at the Bible. They already got brothers that work at that place or other family. So they already talking about next year or so, year and a half or so. they're gonna introduce the robots. They already renovated the buildings to introduce the robots. So that's it.
They got automated 18 wheelers. Then they're gonna have the robots loading the 18 wheelers up. They got self-driving trucks, 18 wheelers, which is really the blood of this country. Right? Once they replace the regular people, it's over.
They ain't gotta worry about. All you gotta do is go to the way stations,
Yeah.
but they can drive all fucking night.
Yeah.
2,000 miles drive it, bro.
Robot.
Without having to go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Say 2026 automation and AI is going to take a lot of jobs out. And in 2025,
What's that video I put in there with Elon Musk? That boy said,
Yeah.
we're gonna have AI. He said AI twice. Like it's gonna be a 2 time. He got human. He got a robot that look like fucking human.
Optimus.
Police officers, all types.
They were saying, you know, but they were saying too. Oh yeah, in 2025, 1.9 million.
There you go. Why the screen looks like that though? There we go.
All right, little technical difficulties, but before it cut off, you know, in 2025, it said 1.9 million jobs were lost globally, which, you know, I believe is like the highest, you know, number of job losses in, you know, recent years. So we can see this place, you know, is closing down on all levels.
Yeah, the Lord, like, bring it out again. If the Lord break it down, I think the elder brought it out with Job. But the Lord break it down, who can build it up? All right. So this quick, this Ecclesiastes 3 and sorry, 3. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up.
And we can clearly see that this place is breaking down. You know, then you got the 5 or 6 stages to show when an empire's breaking down. And the last stages is the decadence and intellectual stage, which is where the United States of America is at. It's where you're weak internally, getting ready for the taking external. And what you got that statistic where it's like around every 250 years, that's when an empire ends. And this coming up July 4th, it's going to be the 250th year of Babylon the Great.
They got these so-called independence. That's when the Lord gonna make them dependent after that shit on the nation of Israel, and we gonna whip y'all ass, man. We ain't gonna give y'all nothing but what y'all need to serve, if that much. All right, this Isaiah 23 and 7. It says, "Is this your joyous city, whose antiquity is of the ancient days? Her own feet shall carry her afar off to sojourn. Who had taken his counsel against Tyre, the crowning city, whose merchants are princes, whose traffickers are the honorable of the earth."
And what's America known for? Instead of kings and things like that, it's the merchant men that are looked at as the princes and the lead. Look at Elon Musk.
Yep.
He's a corporate businessman. Trump, the literal president, is a merchant and a businessman. BG, the same thing. It's these corporate people, these businessmen that are looked at as, the kings and the rulers of this country. I mean, this is a capitalist nation where it's all about what? Making as much money as you can.
It's a trap house. Verse 23, Isaiah 23 and 9. Yahweh of hosts had purposed it to stain the pride of all glory and to bring in contempt all the honorable of the earth.
And though thou exalt thyself as the eagle and set thy nest amongst the stars, thence will I bring thee down. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. But what was that saying? Pride comes before the fall or something like that. Just like ancient Egypt, being brought to the height of your pride, just so the Lord can show his power, who's truly the boss, and take you down and put you right where you belong, being less than nothing.
Damn. That's it.
Be as a dream, as if you never were, as it says in Job 20. So, hey, with that, we hope to see our Akim and Aqua edified by another live camp. Before we get out of here, as always, we're going to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors
To Yahweh by Him, Yahweh Shai by Shemakah Kodash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And peace and salutations to the sincere Akim out there, pushing this word of truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. Brothers and to the end. Ababa ball,
Ababa ball,
Ababa ball,
Ababa ball,
Ababa ball,
Ababa ball.
Kwam Yasharala,
Kwam Yasharala.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Come on.
Every last one of them